Earlier we spoke to pro-democracy activist Andy Chan from Hong Kong. We asked Chan about details of his detention, and here's what he had to say.
Well, actually, I was arrested at the Hong Kong airport when I depart to Japan for a conference, and then I was arrested for riot. And they took me in custody. I was detained for around 43 hours, and then I was released. They didn't charge me, and I'm now on bail.
Chan also spoke to us about the kind of threats and the consequences that the activists in Hong Kong face on a regular basis.
Well, there have been threats to the others, but I didn't face a lot of threats. Someone received calls, someone was injured by strangers. They were ambushed, they were beaten up, and I was arrested. So the main threat to me is arrest, because I have already encountered 2 arrests in a month. They took my bank card and IC card, any electronic gadgets they took away, like phones, laptop, iPad, anything.
When asked about whether they plan to bring the protests to notice at global platforms like the United Nations, here's what Andy Chan had to say.
Of course, we are trying to, every Hong Konger now, we are trying to draw attention from the international society, not limited to the UN, but whatever country, whatever international organization, we want their support. Especially there is a humanitarian crisis going on in Hong Kong. Hundreds of people were injured by the police, but they cannot go to the hospital because the police will arrest people at the hospital. So we need to treat them underground. And our medical team has been overloaded for a long time. So our medical team could collapse at any time. So we need medical support. We need NGOs to step into the situation of Hong Kong.
Now, we also asked Chan about his expectations from the global community, especially India, and Chan had to say this.
This is my first Indian media interview. I think India should get involved more, in the China issue, because China is a threat. I think India could do more. It's not just the Hong Kong issue, but also about China, also about the world and Asia. So India is next to China and is quite influential, could be very influential to the international relationship. So I want maybe India can restrict the entrance of the Hong Kong police into the country, because they are already undercovers from the PLA and the paramilitary police from China in the Hong Kong police force. So you can't identify who they are. And I think they are quite dangerous. So India should restrict their entrance into India to protect your people.